what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. And today, I'm going to bring you another segment of the 4 lessons we can learn from. And today, we'll be learning a thing or two from FBG WOOSKI. Now, most of y'all are already familiar with his most recent situation, where some TTE members caught him lacking in Dave & Buster's, out of all places. And before that, I was going to do a segment on him because it was requested, actually. But I ain't going to lie, after prolonging, I'm like, Then this situation happened, it just made it clear that it needs to be done. So, especially for all the stuff that's surrounding the altercation as well. We got a guy from his own gang calling him out. Like, it's bad, man. And you even got ops, of course, every one of his ops going live. It's just messy, man. Now, listen, before we get into it, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This was at a subscriber's request, so let me know in the comments who y'all want me to do next as well. And like I said, without prolonging it any further, let's get straight into it. Now, lesson number 1. Y'all ready? Lesson number 1. You are not a regular citizen. So, some of y'all may be wondering what I'm talking about. And for y'all that don't got your green cards, you might think I'm working with ICE. Nah, but on a serious note, listen. Once you indulge in the streets and play in the streets and you play hard and you start bringing up people's dead homies, or you start alluding to killings that you did, listen, you are no longer a regular citizen. Alright? You can't do what regular people do. Now, FBG WOOSKI apparently was trying to have a good time at Dave & Buster's, right? No problem. Now he got caught up, along with whatever female and guy he was with as well. Now understand this, you have to be on point when you're a target 24/7. Alright? And WOOSKI is actually considered lucky that it was knuckles flying instead of bullets. Once you're in them streets and you are a known op, especially given his circumstance, you can't make it easy for nobody, because one wrong move could cost you your life. And no, I'm not exaggerating either. Some of y'all really treat the streets as if you get 2 chances at life. I just don't get it. That's not the case at all. I don't care if you used to going to the same gas station all the time. You gotta switch it up. Once people know your patterns, you become gullible. Now, he had girls with him and a guy with him who I'm pretty sure probably had nothing to do with WOOSKI's beef. But they were guilty by association. And that's the case most times. Either they kill a family member or a very close friend to send a message to you because they can't find you. Or when they find you and you're amongst a group of people, everybody getting it. Definitely in the drive-by, because nobody got time to see who's who and, oh, he's right there, let me just shoot him. Nah, everybody gets it. Now, a dude isn't going to waste time trying to see what's going on or who he's trying to shoot. Like I just said, man, it goes down. How many times have we had this happen already, and that's been the case? Alright, man, yo, listen, y'all need to wisen up. God bless the dead, but FBG Duck was just going shopping for his son in a great neighborhood and still got caught lacking. Some of y'all might sweep that under the rug, but just know that's a big statement right there. You ain't safe nowhere. I don't care what you think. Public events, all that clubbing and drinking and smoking, hanging in the open or going live, showing your location, restaurants. Listen, they become places that you just can't go like a normal person. There's just things that you can't normally do as a regular human being anymore. Alright, and another one that kills me is guys who take perks or be leaning or be drunk, knowing they're a target. And let me make it clear, everybody is ops, so I'm not talking about just any old op or just no. I'm referring to dudes who really are sought after, like your 051 Mellies, your Drillers, your King Vons, your Billionaire Blacks, your Lil Durks, your Mimo 600s, or your Boss Tops, your 600 Breezes, your FBG Ducks. Listen, it goes on. But people like these are big targets, but one thing you can learn from them, dead or alive, they knew how to move. They know how to move, dead or not. Alright, so moral to the story, moral to the story is this: stop moving like you're a regular individual and move accordingly. You want to be an op, you want to be a tough guy, you want to be in these streets, whatever you want to do, listen, be that and stand on it. Alright, you are not a regular citizen. You are op. You are somebody that has a big target on their back. And when somebody see the opportunity, they're gonna take it. So I'm gonna leave that there. Let's move on to the next lesson, right? Lesson number 2. Now this is a good one. Your friends ain't really your friends. Now, this one is important because, as you should know, just because he call you bro all day, don't make him any more closer than your enemy. And don't let that go over your head. What I mean by this is this, right? Listen, sometimes people are forced to be around you because you provide something that they need. Or sometimes there's someone you mutually know that holds y'all together. Alright? And saying that puts me in the mind of this whole FBG situation too, because it's like as soon as Duck died, everything just went downhill for them. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if that's really the case, because I can only judge what I see, but I see members of the same team falling out amongst each other. All on live, all in the public. So everybody knows it's not a family thing, it's all out there. I see this one making fun of the next one, this one doing that, and things just don't seem genuine. Now listen, when the situation occurred, right, with WOOSKI and he got jumped or whatever the case may be, first thing we seen FBG Cash do was go live and pretty much taunt and make fun of him. Now, of course, we all got that one friend that joke on everything, but that's something you do in private, not in public, bro. And especially when the altercation just occurred. And like I said in the last video I did on WOOSKI, if my man's got into any altercation, my first instinct would be to ride out, trying to get back. Not clown him on social media, bro. And think about it now, that'll make us look weak as a team, if anything. If we repping the same thing and you take an L, that L apply to me as well. That's how I feel. Not only that, but listen, I would suggest him to just focus on him, man. Even though Cash may have been joking, there's a little bit of truth to every joke. For my ones that really know what's up, y'all know what's up. Y'all gotta also remember, man, backdooring is at an all-time high right now. You don't have time to give chances and give the benefit of the doubt. Nah. My advice to you is this: keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. If your so-called friends are doing things that your ops are doing, then from afar, a wise man wouldn't be able to tell a difference. And that's just how I look at it. So that's lesson number 2, man. Let's move on to lesson number 3. Now, lesson number 3 is this: take your losses the same way you take your wins. So listen, of course, like anyone else that's embarrassed, WOOSKI immediately went on live after the incident and basically made it seem like everything these guys were saying was lies. As if we don't live in a social media generation. But listen, you knew that these guys, you knew that these guys was definitely going to have a video, because I'm sure that they knew he was going to deny it as well. Right? So as he's on live, he's saying that it never happened, and if it did, then where's the video? Well, listen, guess what? You knew the video was coming. Not only did they have a video, they had dreads that belonged to whoever WOOSKI was with. Nah, listen. That video actually made me laugh. They really had boy dreads in their hands. You know how much you had to beat somebody to beat a dread off them? Let alone like 3, 4, 5. Listen, during WOOSKI's live, he also had a female who I'm assuming was there, who was vouching for him, saying that they didn't get caught lacking. They barely got a scratch. They supposed to be in the hospital because it was like 10 versus 3. Just a whole bunch of foolishness that was clearly false, y'all. Now, my thing is this: you look more like a man when you take accountability for your stuff, for your actions, for your lacking, for your losses. No one respects a liar, and not to mention, it happens to the best of us, y'all. Like, how many dudes that you know is tough that got their chain snatched? Perfect example as far as New York goes, right? Biggie was considered like one of the toughest, smoothest, dudes of the 90s, right? But guess what? He almost lost his life when he went to Oakland, California. and he was beefing with E40 at the time, and guess what? Dudes was about to smoke him. They made that call to E40. Guess what E40 did? Nah, let him live. He good. Let him live. Nah, it's not that serious. Let him go. You see what I'm saying? It happens to the best of us. No one is untouchable. Like I try to reiterate to y'all, man. Listen, you got mafians, you got you got mafians that kill people for a living, or even mob bosses that was caught lacking before. So who are you? Who are you? Now, as long as you do your best to prevent it and minimize your L's, that's all that matters. But this man literally went on live and tried to deny the whole situation. Asked for a video, and then when the video surfaced, he had nothing to say. Then look, Pete, the irony in all of it is this, right? As of today, he went on live showing him spinning the block, looking for them, whoever that did it to him, right? Cool. What I don't get is this, y'all. When y'all go live and y'all spinning blocks, looking for your ops or whatever, what are you going to do if you actually do see one of them? You cannot shoot, bro. Like, you can't shoot, you can't kill, you can't. The feds is already on you. They already seeing your lives, bro. Let you do something. Let something happen to him while you on live saying something's going to happen to him or showing that you spinning the block. Stay off them lives. I don't get it, y'all. Stop mixing social media with the streets. It don't mix. It will never mix. And guess what? As long as y'all keep using it, it's the more we just going to keep getting put through the system. It's a no-brainer. It reminds me of the time NBA YoungBoy was on live, and he was flashing military-style weapons on his live, and guess what? Like an hour or two later, his car was pulled over, and he got arrested. And those same guns was uncovered. Alright, so be smart, y'all, and remember, be a man. Stand on any adversity that comes your way. You get more respect that way. Don't fold up, man. Be honest with yourself, because when you lie, you only really lying to yourself. You ain't lying to nobody else but yourself. Nobody else, bro. Now let's go get to this last lesson, y'all. Lesson number 4. You will encounter the same problems until you learn from them. Alright? As some of you already know, WOOSKI was already shot in his head at Deucey's funeral. No one really knows if he's 100% fully healed either, but he's been out and about, going live and acting as if he's just good. But I'm going to keep this brief. Listen, right? God has a way of putting us through the same lessons until we actually learn from them. Some of us get it with a feather, some of us get it with a brick. I don't know about y'all, but if I was in the street and I was to get shot in the head, I'll take that as a sign, get out the streets and focus on bettering myself. Focus on evolving. As we see, look, right? WOOSKI haven't learned his lesson clearly, and it can be very detrimental to him in the long run, bro. I'm sure that bullet that went to his head already altered him internally. Not to mention now he's still involving himself in the streets. Come on. Sometimes we gotta fall back and see if this is really what we want and realize that it's not worth it. Especially if you already been hit up. Leave that street life alone. Leave it alone. What are you proving when you already get caught lacking but decide to stay in the streets? Only thing that tells me is this: you don't value life. Now, listen, y'all. I could go on forever, but I don't want to drag this video. But I feel that it's self-explanatory, man. Learn from your problems. Learn from your mistakes. Turn them into, I don't know, turn them into your success story or something. All right, but please be careful when y'all playing in the streets. I always stress that we don't get 2 chances at life. A lot of y'all moving like we do. Start moving like you understand and don't let that go over your head, please. Alright, so I'm gonna leave that there. Now let's recap all these lessons. Lesson number 1, you are not a regular citizen. Lesson number 2, your friends are not really your friends, man. No, lesson number 3, take your losses the same way you take your wins. And last but not least, lesson number 4, you will encounter the same problems until you learn from them. Alright, y'all. Now, if this video was helpful, y'all make sure you smash that like button. comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop new content. Thank you guys for your support. It's only been like 2 days. We hit since we hit 500 subscribers, and we on our way to 600 already because we're already at 540. Oh man, it's beautiful. Now remember, as long as y'all keep watching, I'm gonna keep dropping. I'm out.